All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about a very cool feature within the Meta Ads platform. I'm mostly a Google guy, but of course I have a couple of clients that I work with that are on Facebook. So I'm all around. I'm a paid acquisition manager. So I work with Facebook ads as well, Meta ads, Facebook ads, whatever it may be. I'm just gonna use interchanging. I'm gonna interchange it throughout this video, but so usually what happens when you set up an instant form is that most of the time you're getting garbage leads. Like it's usually just fake traffic. People entering their first name as Dick Cheney or something, or like just these fake leads that you just consistently get all the time. Like of course some of them may be real, but a lot of the times they may be fake. And what I've found is that for those situations, what happens is that the form is it just is too easy to fill out, and the fact that Facebook auto fills everything, then you may have an email that was like 5, 10 years ago. Facebook has been around for so long that someone's email may have been the one that they used to create it 10 years ago. That may not be the email they're using now. The phone number they put in may have been the phone number they had 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That may not be the same phone number they use now. So a lot of times you're gonna have that situation where I'm pretty sure we all been there. You get a lead in, it looks real. It may look real. The name, email, phone looks real. You may call the number up, and then what does the person say? I don't remember filling out this form. Stop calling me. Boop, and they just hang up. So that happens a lot, and I've been finding that it's because the form is just too easy to fill out. So what I tested recently, and I feel like I've been hearing a lot of other people in the space. They've been saying give lead forms another try. So I said I'll give it another try, and I have a couple accounts that were running already, regular lead ads, and I was doing what I normally would do: set up maybe 4 or 5 form fields, name. I try to make it a little bit hard, first name, last name, email. No, maybe like 1 or 2 questions attached to it, and everyone thinks that, hey, like, let's make it as easy as possible for the person to convert. Let's not add so many form fields. But what it's doing is, number one, once you get those fake leads, you're actually training Facebook to go after those fake leads. If you have 3 leads and one of them are good, it's most likely easier for Facebook to find these 2 fake ones, or maybe one is real but not that good, and then the other one is fake. So you're training the system to literally go after these leads, and you're just going to get more of them over time. So what I've done is that I've actually tested out. I don't know how new this is, but I didn't remember seeing this beforehand. I may have just not been paying attention, but I haven't seen this form, this type of creative beforehand. And I feel like it's the best out of all of these because number one, it creates almost like a landing page experience. Like it creates without having, because so many business owners, right? They may have a garbage website that is not really conversion friendly. It may have bugs on, mobile being actually mobile friendly. That's another one. Page load speed. You just have all these problems with your website, and this literally just cuts right through it. That's why I really liked lead ads at first, but it was just I just kept getting garbage traffic. But then, so this form right here, this rich creative one, I recently tested it the other day with about $3,500 a month in ad spend, and man, I have gotten some great freaking results from it. Like, I'm like I said, I'm all the way a Google person, but I'm really loving Facebook right now. I'm loving Facebook right now because the rich creative, like I said, it creates almost like a landing page experience for me, especially when you fill out all the possible form fields that it gives you. So let's go through a couple of them, right? So number one, you can add an image here. Uh, Let me just see if I have one handy dandy here. I don't want to release any client information. So, okay, never mind. Basically, you can upload your own image. It'll show up right here, and it'll fill that space out right there. Then you can have, of course, a headline. I'm just gonna say, let's say I am a trade business. I was in masonry back in the day, so headline: get a free. I don't know. I don't even know what the heck masoners would do for a lead magnet, but I don't know. Get a free. I didn't even spell it right either. Sorry for my idiocracy. Evaluation. Get a free concrete evaluation, right? That's the lead magnet. You get a free concrete evaluation. You may have just a picture of some guys holding up some concrete or something, something catching to the eye. Then you have your overview, right? So that'll be this section right here. You just describe a little bit about it. You have 81 characters. I think that's a pretty good amount to describe something. I'm used to creating things under 90 characters anyway, so not too much of a problem for me. So, it may just be blah, 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 blah. Your overview of what the offer may be, just a short description of it. Then it goes into, now you have some benefits. What are the benefits? 24/7 call at any time. It may just be an emergency service. 24/7 call at any time shows up right here. So it may just be under the description of what the lead magnet is, and then now you have 3 benefits that you can talk about. 24/7 call at any time. Money back guaranteed. Who doesn't love? And of course, my spelling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the best. I'm a garbage speller. All right, I'm a garbage speller. Money back guaranteed. You can have that, and then you can have one more, right? Then this is where it gets really cool. So then you have how it works, and this will show up as a 3-step process. First we show up to the house. Then we'll take only 1 day to get you back a quote, and step number 3, you accept the quote, and we handle that job right on the spot. That you can show a 3-step process to how it works. Then you can go into the product or service. Do you have multiple products or multiple services? Offers you a card of them. Some people have multiple services, so you may just use services. If it's a product, you use bestseller, courses, right? So now you have a way to offer and have like specific cards for the specific services. Then it goes even further. Social proof. Now this is where you can add your testimonials. Can you upload a video? I didn't even double check if you could. So I guess it's just an image for right now, but it would be amazing if we can upload a video. Then you can have a card, 3 cards. Yeah, can you only add 3? You can add more. So you can have like probably 6 or something like that. You could just have a bunch of 5 cards. You can have 5 testimonials here displayed right there. Showing the company face, showing whoever gave you the testimonial, right? Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is literally looking like a real landing page. This is looking like a real landing page already. Incentives. So now, what are the incentives? Maybe the reinstate. It gives you an example right there. A free 1-hour consultation, a description of it, offer good until May 15th. Disclaimer: not valid with other promotions. So it begins to really look like, and I'll show you a free 1-hour consultation, free 1 hour. Yeah, and then the description be good until May, not valid with other promos. So that's how it'll look once you fill it out. But man, and then this is where I go a little bit. This is where I have changed. I've started adding 10 questions. 10 questions. As marketers, right? Sometimes there's always been the problem where we're sales and marketing are always pointing the finger at each other, like, hey, you're not getting us good enough leads. And then marketing is coming back saying, hey, you're not closing on the leads. You have to nurture them a little bit, But this right here can eliminate that altogether right now. So what I've been doing is, hey, if I'm going to give you this lead, I want there to be no excuse for you to close that lead. So in the example of the concrete person, I may just add a question such as, are you a homeowner? Yes or no, right? So they have yes, no, all right? Then it may be, what is your budget for the project? What is your, what if if this is like a commercial concrete place, what is the project budget? And then you may give 3 answers: 1,000, 10,000, and then you may have another one: 100,000, and maybe it's $1 million project. Boom. There's 3 options right there. Then I go into another one. Shoot. I don't know. Just for the sake for the video, but you just fill in, maybe like 3 questions right here. Then you have a different type of question, right? Then you have maybe a short answer one. I like to make sure I include at least 3 or 4 of these What is your company URL? What is your company name? You know, just other things like that. How big is the property? How big is the project? How describe it for me? What is the problem you're running into? So have like these open type of questions where it's not just a yes and no. All right, I make sure I include those. Now these I still have yet to test, but this is the way it works. So the conditional question would be, let me just read that one more time. So arrange your answers. Okay, so basically the way this would work, right? Let's say I had one question, right? So the question was, hey, the question may be, is this a residential or a commercial property, right? Is this a what is it? I might just refrain from. Let's just learn on the go. Let's learn on the go, because I just want to make sure I understand it 100% correctly. Okay. Yeah, because all right, so like let's look at the actual page. When you create an instant form for your lead ads, you can add different types of questions to your form. Pre-fill. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had it correct. Conditional answers change the answer a person sees based on how they responded to the previous question. So, like I was saying, so in that case of where, commercial or residential, the person that selected the commercial property, you may want to show them the commercial pricing. Commercial pricing is always going to be different from residential pricing. So, based on that answer, if they select residential, hey, you want to show them you want to make it a custom experience for that person. Show them the residential pricing, show them the residential products, show them the residential testimonials and everything like that. Commercial, if they select commercial, you want to show them the commercial testimonials, commercial pricing, commercial projects, case studies, whatever it may be. So now you have the ability to literally customize it that much further and create that much better of an experience for the person. And so if you have 10 form fields, you asked, I've tested it, but I'm curious, what fake bot is going to fill out a 12-step form, And then once that person fills out those 12 steps, they are that much more qualified compared to the person that just took 2 seconds to fill out the form and then didn't even double check if it's the right phone number and contact information, So, create some more friction, man. And this goes on the side of Google as well. Like, one thing that I've been trying to stress now with all my tests is, let's not make the form so easy, Let's make the form harder and optimize for the people, let's tell Google, hey, go after these people, right? I like to stress, and this is just a tidbit, this is beside the whole point of Meta, but tracking your offline conversions, right? Like, let's optimize our campaigns, not just for form fills, let's optimize it based on people that have actually bought, import those offline sales back into Google Ads, and if I'm not mistaken, Facebook chopped that as well. But so it's like, let's optimize as for the person that we actually want. Like this right here really has eliminated almost totally all the fake leads that I was getting, because I swear to you, beforehand, this client that we're working with, for the person that I'm talking about, the client that we're working with was getting fake leads for, I swear, 30 days straight. For 30 days, every single day, a fake lead, like Dick Cheney at yahoo.com, at AOL.com. It's just like, what? Yeah. So, and then you call them up. You call one that may look right, and you call them up. Hey, I never filled out a form. Stop calling me. So it's just, and I was getting tired of it. So I wanted to test something different. I saw person talking about trying this out, how much better lead forms are now compared to before. And I tested it. Man, I'm telling you guys right now, if you have not used lead forms recently, or if you've been having that fake lead issue and you only have like 3 form fills, try this out. Try this out for 30 days at least and see what you can get. Now, granted, if you have like a super, super small budget, take that into account. But yeah, so I mean, this has been a game changer for me in Meta, and yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. And then I just make sure right here, I don't like to just put full name. I make it even harder for the person, and I do first name. Like you got to give me the first name separate from the last name. You know, they may have just got married. You know, so first name separate from the last name. I always try to include phone number. And yeah, I only want people that really want to work with me or whatever the client may be offering. So, yep, that's my tip for the day. Try out lead forms and make the conversion for the person to fill out the form a lot harder. Because number one, lead forms already have a higher conversion rate. But you get the fake forms, you get the fake lead issue. So, being that it's already going to give us a higher conversion rate, I'm willing to take that hit for a 5 or 10% conversion rate, but we have much better forms, much better leads, way higher quality leads. And then now sales, if you're a marketer, if you're a paid marketer, sales is not going to come pointing at you because you're giving them like 7 fields of information. So everyone's happy. But yeah, everyone, you go test it out. Like I said, my personal favorite that I've been testing so far has been Rich Creative. I'm interested to hear if anyone has been testing, higher intent, or what have you been experiencing recently from these lead forms, and have you been testing out having more form fills rather than making the conversion path so easy? Love to hear your thoughts. This is Ames Tyler Braun, and I'm out. Peace.